How's it going, guys? It's Tucker's Tuition here, and today we're going to be looking at two-step equations. Let's get straight into it. The first types we've got is, I've got a number x, I multiply it by another number, and I add another number. So let's have a look at the first one. 2x plus 6 equals 14. Now when you've got an equation looking like that, what you've got to do is do the opposite game. So this is following on from the one-step equation video that we did last time. So instead of adding 6, we're going to take away the 6 first. If I made this x disappear, I then get just 2 lots of x. 14 take away 6 gives me 8. Now, the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So x is going to equal 4. And I do the same process again. 2x plus 5 is 17. Take away that 5. 2x is going to give me 12. Just to rewrite it here so I've got room. And then I'm going to divide by this 2 next to the x. And 2 times what gives me 12? It's going to be 6. So x equals 6. Finally, with 3x plus 4 is 19. Take away the 4 from both sides. 3x equals 15. And what I need to do to 3x equals 15 is divide by the number next to the x again, which is 3. 3x divided by 3 gives me x. 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. So x is 5. Now using that, have a go at these ones here. I'm going to pause the video now, and then I'll show you the answers. Okay, so the answers to those ones are on here. And the letter means that's what the answer is equal to. If you got those right, fantastic. You're now ready to have a look at the next ones. This time, what happens when we've got a minus in front? What happens when we've got a minus instead of a plus? So first things first, what we're going to do. Here, instead of taking away 6, I'm going to add 6. So this time I'm now adding on the number. 2x minus 6 plus 6 just gives me my 2x. 14 plus 6 is 20. And now I just divide both sides by my 2 again. So x is equal to 10. On the second one here as well, the same process. I'm going to add on 5. 2x minus 5 plus 5 is 2x. 17 plus 5 is 22. So 2 times the number is 22. And in order to find out what x is, we now need to do the same again. Divide by this 2. 2x divided by 2 gives me x. 22 divided by 2 gives me 11. And again, same process here. I'm just going to go a little bit quicker this time. Instead of minus 4, I add 4. So 3x is equal to 24. And the number next to the x is 3. So I divide by 3. So x is 8. So have a go now at the examples that I've got down here. See if you can do them. Pause the video. Okay, now I'm going to show you the answers to what those problems are, which are down below. So check what you've done so far, see if you've got them right. And now we're going to have a look at the next example. What's that? It's a fraction. Ugh. But we still do the same process. So I'm going to still do my take away 5 here on both sides. The only difference is that I'm still left with what's here, my x over 3. 17 take away 5 is 12. But what I'm going to do now is, instead of dividing by my 3, I'm now going to multiply by 3. And this problem just looks worse than what it actually is. So we multiply the number. That's what's going on here. When we multiply by that 3, this 3 on the bottom just cancels out. So we're left with just x. 12 times 3 is 36. Watch again. X over 2 minus 4 equals 12. And again, we know now if we've got just a minus or plus number, we have to do the opposite. We have to add 4. X over 2 stays the same. 12 plus 4 is 16. Now, if I've got x over 2 equals 16, instead of dividing by 2, I times by 2 on both sides. This means that the 2's cancel out on this side, so I get x. 16 times 2 is 32. And I do the same process here. Take away the 8, take away the 8. X over 4 is 12. And now just multiply by the 4. That means my 4's cancel out here. That's therefore just going to give me x by itself. 12 times 4 is 48. And there we go. That's the process you're going to need to use for these practice questions. So have a go, pause the video, and I'll show you what the answers are. Okay, now I'm going to show you the answers. So the answers to all of these are here. So just compare it with the question that you've just done. See if you've got them right. Okay, now we're going to have a look at a different type of example that still involves a fraction. So let's have a look at this first one here. If I've got x plus 4 over 3 equals 10, that means that I have to think of a number, then add my 4, and then finally divide by 3 to get 10. Because the main reason that we take away the number, if I go back onto my ones here, I have to take away the 5 first, because that's the last thing I've done. When I say I think of a number, I do this, I do this. So when I've got this fraction, I therefore multiply by 3 instead first. You always get rid of the denominator. So because I multiply 3 on the left hand side, that goes. So I've got x plus 4. And then 10 times 3 gives me 30. And then I've got a plus 4, so I minus 4 from both sides. X is 26. Do the same here again. Multiply by 5. And again, just going to draw my answer up here. So x minus 2 gives me 20. And then instead of taking away this 2, I add 2 to both sides. X is 22. And then watch here again one more time. Instead of dividing by 8, I times by 8. Draw my red pen. So x minus 2 is this time 24. So when I add 2 to both sides, x is 26. And those are my 3 different answers. So just have a look, see how I've done them. And now I would like you now to go and practice them. Have a go at these ones. They follow the same pattern. So pause the video here. Okay, so the answers are down here. Here we go. Okay, now that we've looked at those examples, what if we've got something like this? Now, the way most teachers would probably have told you how to do it is to add on the 2x and then take away the 10. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do it in 2 steps. Because I think the number here for 14 minus 2x equals 10. I think the number x, I multiply it by minus 2. And then I add on 14 to get 10. So I still do my same process. I take away the 14, take away the number. Because this 14 here cancels with minus 14, I've got, and this is the careful bit, you've got minus lots of 2x. 10 take away 14 gives me minus 4. Now, because you've got minus 2x next instead of just 2x, you're going to divide it by your minus 2 on both sides. Minus 2 divided by minus 2 is 1, so that's just x. Minus 4 divided by minus 2 is just 2. And again, I'm going to do the same process for the second one. Take away the 13, because that's just the number. So minus 2x is equal to minus 8. And then divide by the minus 2. Keep it simple. So x equals, minuses cancel. What's 8 divided by 2? It's 4. Final bit now. Minus 10 from both sides. So minus 3x is going to equal 1 take away 10 is minus 9. And then I'm going to divide both sides by minus 3. So x is going to equal minus 9 divided by minus 3 is 3. So now that you've had a go at those ones, have a go at these ones here. See what you can do. Okay, so the answers for these ones are down below. So many thanks for watching, guys. Please give a like and subscribe. And feel free to comment down below if you'd like me to do anything more on this as well. I'll calculator. Bye!